Here, yeah. What's going on, fam? Good morning. Good morning. The birds are chirping. Good morning, guys. Hopefully this chat cooperates today. Hold on. There we go. Hi, Bramilda. Good morning. There we go. Not playing at all, apparently. At all. I was not expecting this week to go this way, but I'm not complaining. Hi, Deb. That's funny. That's funny. Hi, Heather. Hi, Annie. Tú no falta ni una. Ni una. Basically, what I'm saying is you always show up, my girl. Snow. Please don't play with me like this. We just now getting 60-degree weather, okay? We just was at 84 the other day. I was in the beach. All right? Like, please, don't do me. I'm a winter baby. The winter's long enough. Where you from, girl? Because y'all getting snow where you at? Where you at? Yo, I went cockeyed a little bit. Snow? What you talking about? I need to bring this table up because I'm like hunching over here. Hi, Corinne. This table, when I tell you clutch, okay, this table, I got plugs on it. I got a height adjustment. Like, what's the vibe? We midgets today? We giants today? What we doing? You know what I mean? Clutch. Corinne. Hi, Mary Jane. Good morning. From Texas. Y'all getting snow in Texas? Y'all getting snow in Texas? Come to New York. They clarifying us the tropics up here, okay? Come to New York. Yo, come to New York and bring your rental prices up this way while you at it. You heard? Literally 2 minutes ago, I was wondering if you were gonna go live, and then I get a ping in my phone. I'm so here for this. Yo, I was responding to some of the comments that my apologies, because I know I'm so super fucking behind when it comes to this channel and the comments. But, like, to be fair, in my defense, I got, like, 9 channels. I'm just a girl. That's what they say, right? I'm just a girl. But I was catching up with some, and, a few of the people were saying, like, damn, I fucking missed the live. I didn't get notified. But I had a few people tell me, like, you gotta, if you're not getting the notifications for lives, not just on this channel, but, like, on any channel, which I've done it a few times to, like, the people that I'm subscribed to. If I notice I'm not getting the notifications, you gotta hit the bell, turn it off, and then turn it back on. Texas weather is crazy. That's bugged out. But then again, I can't even, the South, I guess, I mean, up here is unpredictable too. We in October, like I said, it literally was like 85 the other day. I'm just used to the shit being unpredictable at this point. I low-key feel like we're gonna get a warmer winter, which, to be fair, when I was growing up, we used to have fucking snow that was taller than me. In the last, like, 5 years, 6 years, especially after the pandemic, they be like, snowstorm. And I'll be lit, hype. And then I get up the next day, I'll be fucking tight because it'd be like 2 inches and gone in a day. Like, I'd be pissed off. So I'm used to the weather being like unpredictable. I remember when I lived in Florida, 2 years straight, it snowed in April. I'll never forget that shit because it was for Isaac's birthday. It was fucking snowing. I was like, what the fuck? So, global warming, baby. Global warming. Hi, Chantal. Loving the unexpected lives, yo. I was just telling the members, because, y'all know, before I come on here with y'all and with the members for a little bit, I was just telling the members, like, I'm not even gonna, like, question. When I have the thought of, yo, we going live, we just gonna go live. I was supposed to be at the gym this morning. I've been standing right here since this morning. And I know it's still technically morning. In New York, it's like 9:30, 9:40, but when I say this morning, I mean since like 7:30. I've been with the members. So, you know, at this point, we're just going with it. It is what it is. So we're going to get some messages. Good morning. I hope everyone's having a smooth morning so far. It's Friday. First of all, it's 10:10. I forgot to say that. It's 10:10. I should have scheduled the live for 10 o'clock. That would have been cheesy, but I should have did that. 10:10, which means it's portal day. Anytime. It's like 999, 88, 77, 66, you know, those are portals. I was just telling the members how whether this message particularly is pertaining to like coming out on the other side of these portals or just in general, because me and the members, we were just lollygagging just now and brainstorming, because it was kind of, I was getting there was a whole thing with the members, but ultimately the message is that this time out of something is going to be different. So this could be this time going through this particular portal. Like I said, this is not a singular thing. We get portals all the time, different kinds and shit. Coming out of the portal is going to feel different. Something's going to be very different coming out of something. Coming out of a relationship, this time it's different. Coming out of work today, you may feel something that's like, this is new. It wasn't bad. Like it wasn't feeling negative. It didn't feel negative at all. It just was like, this is different. Let's go. You know, it was like that. It was like that. Knight of Wands just fell out upside down. The only way we love to see it. The Knight of Wands. And the Ace of Coin in the upright. I was just telling the fucking members this. I was talking about the movie Interstellar. And I was saying, coming out of something is going to be very different for someone. Because they've seen, or, you know, not because, but somebody has already seen like what the outcome is going to be for them. So if this is romantic, somebody already knew this was not my person. So now that we're no longer together, I'm not surprised. Like, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Or like, I'm let go from this job, or I'm about to be in a new job. But this person already knew when they were at that job that wasn't going to be their forever job. So it's not devastating. It's like a breakup is supposed to, like, or not supposed to, but a breakup genuinely has you distorted and fucked up. Losing a job would have you fucking frantic, right? Or like coming out of friendship with people will have you feeling like certain things are happening and collective isn't scrambling. That's the message. Collective isn't scrambling. Collective, if you start your shit, we not even 20 minutes in, you will go inside so fast. Yes, I'm talking right to you. I'm looking at you. Sit down. Sit. Thank you. She sits, gives me her back, and then looks back at me with I get the attitude. Like, you lucky you outside. Shyla, sit down. No, you're not getting it. 1 second. Have grandkids day. Sit down. I don't want to send you inside. It's nice out here. Why do you want to play games? I don't understand. Why you want to do bad girl things? It's not good. Look, you made yourself a little section. Why you don't utilize it? Thank you. Look at you. Look at you. She's about to be tight. So if y'all hear a cat spazzing out, she's fine. She's not dying. She's good. I don't know why, but I keep hearing calladita te ves más bella. My grandmother used to say that shit. Whenever somebody was being annoying, she would say that, which in English means like when you shut the fuck up, you look beautiful when you shut the fuck up. When you start talking, I don't know, but like when you're quiet, amazing. You look amazing. That's funny. Anyway, coming out of the portal, coming out of something that normally would have had you razzled, normally would have had you, or normally has had you unsure, uncertain, uneasy. For some reason, coming out of that, why I feel like I'm out of breath, like I just ran a marathon. For some reason that it's not affecting, something isn't affecting you the way that it used to, or the way that it should. I'm doing the quotes for those of y'all who got me in the headphones. Should, the way it should, quote unquote. My dad, he always used to tell me, my dad was super stoic. So like a lot of ways he lived his life really doesn't apply to much people who, unless you have like that stoicism shit down pack. But the motherfucker was smart, right? And so he used to always say, not to me, I mean, he said it to me, but he used to say it like in general. He used to say, if it doesn't affect you, it shouldn't affect you. I'm not even gonna lie. When I was young, I hated that shit. Like, I hated when he used to say that because I understood it. But I think as I got older, it made so much sense that it was annoying. He literally used to say, if it don't affect you, then it doesn't affect you. Like, don't let it affect you if it doesn't affect you. Which just seems like common sense. It should be common sense. Like, the job, losing the job, and some people I know will be like, yo, but it does affect me. It's affecting my pockets. What it affects is your fucking mental health, because somebody was miserable at this job, right? And so leaving this place puts your mental health, at ease. And so if losing something doesn't affect you, don't let it affect you. I think that's how it's supposed to be. Like, that's how the message is supposed to be perceived. Because even in a relationship, yeah, you were in the relationship, everything was fake roses and shit, right? But like, leaving the relationship is not technically killing you. Even if you feel sad. So what do you feel sad about? Are you romanticizing the shit? Because you were miserable when you was in it. So what are we missing here? If it doesn't affect you, don't let it affect you. Anyway, Knight of Wands in the reverse. I'm one card out here. Did I tell y'all which deck we were using? We're using this one, Tarot of the Divine. Oh, my gum wrapper. The Ghetto, Chile. Hi, Courtney. Love your sweater. Thank you. It was a gift. It was a gift from not really a genuine soul. One of those. Hi, Maddie. Good morning. Knight of Wands in the reverse. I feel like is a good place to start. You feel me? I like that. Somebody's also going to detour their day. Somebody is going to detour their day. Or something is going to detour your day. It doesn't feel bad, though. It's like, oh, this is... I might have been freaking out about this, but I had a good day. It's like that. It feels like that. But something's going to happen that is... You had plans to do X, Y, and Z, or you thought you needed to do X, Y, and Z today, and for some reason, something's going to get detoured. the day. It feels like the day is going to get detoured. Your plans. Hi, Shansi. Good morning. I don't even remember the last time I was live this early in the morning. My legs. Yo, and shout out to the few of y'all who understood the, it wasn't, I mean, it was a joke, but it wasn't really a joke. Yesterday when I was like, my legs, I feel like Black Rob. My legs feel like fish and spaghetti. That's from a song that he did a long time ago. So there was a few of y'all that hit me up like, yo, I was cracking up when you said that. It's like, my peoples, we here, bro. The devil and the upright and the 3 of cups. This feels like a decision to me, though. I can't lie. This feels like a decision to... And not even... I mean, a decision, yes, it feels like a decision is being made. But this right here, this energy, somebody is... They're no longer wondering or going back and forth. Are these genuinely my friends? Or are they snakes? Literally, the devil is a snake in this card, in this deck. This could be a relationship. This could be work. The people you were surrounding yourself with, the situation that was going on, like the people that were involved. Because this is in the upright. So for me, this almost comes off as like, I'm very sure of what this is. I'm very sure of what this is. Somebody's making me feel like they're not sitting at this table anymore. And they don't give a fuck that they're not at the table. If anything, it's actually a benefit. It's a good thing that I'm no longer sitting at that table. Because what's at the table? A bunch of snakes. Like, they sit around this table and they gossip about other people. They make excuses for their shortcomings. They enable each other's laziness and vindictive behavior and patterns. Malicious acts. Like, they enable each other. They feed off of each other's negativity. This could also be the people who are not genuinely friends amongst each other, but what brought them together is their disdain for someone else. I feel like I was just talking about this. I don't know if it was to the members or we were on live. Because at this point, it's all one thing. Especially after going live for days consecutively, the energy kind of feels like that to me. So I know we were talking about... I know you're not scratching at that door. Yeah. Didn't we say yesterday the audacity being at a high? This is also why somebody is not... When I was just saying somebody's going to come out of something, but they're not going to be like distraught over it. They're not going to be crying over spilled milk. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what this feels like to me. Somebody is like, yeah, they're no longer... They no longer have a seat at this table, but it's actually a good thing. Please. I'm good. I'm good. Lo siento. I see you on the flip side. You heard? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. You know? That's funny. This is also... Really quick before we move on to more cards, right? This is also the energy. I be forgetting I got brakes on this table. Because why I'm sliding? Why I'm sliding? Coño. There we go. I mean, it ain't going to stop me from going far. But, like, it stops me from sliding so much. Do it got brakes? It got brakes on all 4 wheels. I'm about to relaunch a new ad for this table. Because, like, who thought of this? Look at this. Where we going now? Nowhere. Look at that. Fucking amazing. Amazing. Welcome to the ghetto, bro. This is also giving the energy of somebody who's trying to recruit people who do not like you. Yesterday, we were talking about how... What card? What? I don't even remember what deck we were using, but I remember on the Judgment card itself, In yesterday's reading, the judgment card had somebody in the cloud, right? And then it had two people on the ground. And for some reason, it was coming off about how somebody was trying to convince other people not to fuck with you. So it's kind of like that, but this time it's almost like somebody is gathering because they're all together here. These bitches is all sitting together. There's not no recruiting going on. The recruiting has already happened. There's people that are vibing together. They may not even like each other. They do not like each other, but their common goal, or like the common thing the only thing that brings them together is their disdain for collective. Because it's negative. It's rooted in negativity. It's rooted in toxicity. It's rooted in addiction. It's rooted in certain things that are just very low vibrational. Sucks for them. Sucks for them. Sucks for them. Three of Swords at the bottom. Sucks for them because they about to get left in the dust with the Chariot. This is not, you can't grow from this. That's the crazy part, right? Wow, hold on. Look at this. The Emperor. Hold on. Might be onto something here. The Emperor. The Empress. That's not crazy. And the Hangman. There's a couple that other people don't want to see together. The thing is, I don't know if this couple is together now. Like, are they together currently? And people are just like trying to wish bad on them, trying to come together to conspire against them. I don't like to read for shit like this, but maybe this could even talk about people doing like mal de ojo or like black magic. Listen, shit like that only works on people who believe and give it life. You feel me? So you take it if it applies, or if you feel like it, or if you... maybe I'm being drawn to saying it because you have felt it. It's been heavy on your heart and you have questioned it. That's probably why they're bringing me to say it, because it's to validate for somebody specifically. But me, the reader, miss me with all that shit. Like, you know the shit that I went through in my life? You know the shit that I came out of? You know when they do prayers, because y'all know I'm not even like religious like that. But you know when they do prayers and they say, no weapon formed against me. That's my life story. So when people talk to me about black magic and shit, it's funny to me. Because like, you must want to fuck around and find out. Because I ain't got to do much. I don't got to sit there and do no spells. I don't got to sit there and wish people bad. People do me dirty in life. And they never are the same after that. Like, the fucking proof is in the pudding. Like, all you got to do is look at my track record of, like, people who fucked me over. None of them are in a better position than me. And none of them are in a better position than what they were when they fucked me over. So the black magic thing is, listen, y'all don't know who my grandmother was? Come on now. This shit don't scare me. So it's not that I don't talk about it because I'm scared of it. I don't talk about it because it doesn't even have space in my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give it life. Some people, maybe somebody does give it. And so that's why it's coming up in the reading. What I know, though, is that with the Hangman, the Empress and the Emperor could be at an actual standstill. Somebody could be getting married or has gotten married to someone that other people... But the thing is this, other people trying to break it up, I think only brings this connection closer. That's the gag. That's typically how black magic works for real. Like I said, everybody who's ever done me dirty has been done worse by spirit, by the universe, by God, however you want to look at it. That's real magic. You know what I'm saying? So for this, if this is a couple, there's two people here that other people tried everything under the sun to get these people apart, and if anything, it brought them together closer. If this is one person, because the Emperor and the Empress could speak to someone's divine masculine, divine feminine energy coming together. Literally coming together because of the Hangman. Excuse me. That was disgusting. Somebody could be coming out of some type of, it feels very cult-like. Somebody could be breaking free from some type of like restriction. Somebody could be coming out of church, like out of, somebody had a negative experience with church, because they're telling me somebody is dealing with church trauma, which is a real thing. I don't think all churches are that way. You know what I'm saying? But I also don't negate people who say they have trauma from what they've experienced in churches. And they're not all that way, but it does happen. You know what I mean? Somebody could be coming out of something like that. Finally understanding, or finally like recognizing something for what it actually is, has helped somebody be stronger in their own divinity. Again, divine masculine, divine feminine, but this could be, it's one person, because we all have divine feminine and divine masculine energy in us. Well, we all have feminine and masculine energy in us. This is right here with the Emperor and the Empress. It tells me someone's stepping into their divinity, their divine feminine, their divine masculine energy. Yeah. Live Miss in October. That's funny. One of the members was just asking me where I get my decks from, the tarot decks, and I was explaining that we got a lot of decks from the Live Miss. I was explaining to her what Live Miss even is, because she's I don't know that she's been with us during Live Miss yet. She will be now, because we're definitely doing Live Miss this year. Apparently we started in October. I don't know. Apparently. I want to sit down. The thing is, when I sit, my core does this thing. Ah! Yo! Go to the gym, they said. Be a beast, they said. Hi, Jennifer. Yesterday you were talking about people keeping cool with things, and people they believe are out of alignment with who they are, but keeping friendships, in keeping friendships and attachments means you actually are more aligned with them than you think. And to look at it. Yes, yesterday we were talking about that. Hi, Shayna. We were definitely, it's crazy because I don't even know if it's a pro or a con, the fact that I've been going live back to back to back, because I already do readings damn near every day with the members. So just adding this back in, not just adding in the lives, but adding it into this capacity, I kind of feel like for me the mess is like the Matrix. The messages are like, I know I said this, I just don't know if I said this here or there or yesterday or today or tomorrow. Just all over the place in my brain. Hi, Yesenia. Good morning, Laura. Good morning. I didn't think we were going to have anybody today because we came live pretty early. Happy Portal, guys. You know what's funny? Every time I see a Taco Bell ad, I do a double take because it's a slogan. It's Live Miss. But one word. Is it really? I mean, me and Taco Bell about to have some problems, bro. Yo, when I lived in Jersey, I don't know why. I mean, I guess I know why, but this is about to be mad random. When I lived in Jersey, I had 4 cats. Like, in my home. 4 of them. I had a mom cat, and then I had the 3 babies that were all boys and huge. Because they were fucking huge, right? Christmas rolled around. Or Christmas was rolling around. And I remember thinking, what the fuck I'm going to do with 4 cats? Like, yo, how am I have a Christmas tree? Christmas about to be canceled this year. For like 2 weeks. I was going back and forth. At the time when I lived in Jersey, I was restoring furniture. And so for like 2 weeks, I was going back and forth. What the fuck I'm going to do with this damn Christmas tree? How I'm going to be picking up this Christmas tree every fucking day. So I end up I ended up fucking hanging my Christmas tree. I think I still have a picture of this. If I could find the picture, I'll post it sometime today on the community board just so you guys can get a fucking some shits and giggles here. I hung the tree up upside down and the ceiling. Like I literally took empty boxes, wrapped them like gifts, and fucking taped them to the fucking ceiling so it looked like a Christmas tree with gifts, just the opposite. Yo, everybody was like, what the fuck? But it's so dope. But what the fuck? I remember looking online and like, because I was like, Christmas is supposed to be like a biblical holiday, which is pagan, you know? Whatever. Either way, I remember looking online, like, this isn't like an evil thing, right? But then I quickly was like, I didn't find nothing about that. But then I was like, damn. The same way I just said I don't give energy into like black magic and shit. It's not it's an aesthetic. It's it was a solution for a problem that I had. Cause did the cats fuck with the tree? No. I of the story, cause Laura was just talking about this shit with Live Miss stealing my slogan, okay? Is that the fucking following year, cause I posted it on like Instagram or whatever. And the following year, one of my cousins hit me up and sent me a fucking post that was like the Shade Room put it up. I've not followed the Shade Room. I don't think I ever followed it. But my cousin sent me a post that the Shade Room put up. And it was how Walmart, because me and Walmart still got beef to this day. Walmart now sells Christmas trees that you can mount to the ceiling. Mind you, I wish I was vlogging back then, because you had to be there to see the ghetto-ness that it took for us to mount that tree to the ceiling. Like, my ex at the time, he used to be like a real big smoker. The day I told him I wanted to do that, he was crying, because he was like, there's no fucking way you dead ass right now. But when he realized, like, yo, I'm serious, he was all the way with the shits. Like, we were sitting there trying to brainstorm. I was just feeding him bud at that point, because I just, you know, when you get high, they say you get more creative. I needed every creative muscle in his fucking brain, because when what it took for us to get that tree up there, you don't even understand. It was a thing. It took us like a good week to even get it to where we were comfortable, and it wasn't gonna fall on us. It wasn't gonna, because I had a lot of like heirlooms as like ornaments and stuff, glass ones and shit, like Izzy's baby ornaments. So I was like, this tree, which is why I went to that extreme. I didn't want my tree to fucking fall because of the cats, because of that. So anyway, why I'm saying this? Oh, because of fucking Taco Bell. So now it was Walmart and now it's Taco Bell, apparently. They on my shit list. They on my shit list. I didn't even notice that. Now I'm gonna be looking every time I see a fucking Taco Bell ad. Because Live Miss, when I came up with the Live Miss name, is because that's what vloggers do. Like, it's a YouTube thing for vloggers. They do Vlogmas. I literally was just explaining this to one of the members this morning in the comments. That's crazy that this is even getting brought up. But that's where I got the name from. We're gonna go live. We're not doing a vlog. So I've replaced vlog with live and miss from Christmas, right? I don't know why I just had this fucking... See, but do I want to say that on live? Because I'm not talking to the members. If I say it on live, I kind of got to hold myself to it. Because I'm like, somebody in the comments said Live Miss in October. Can I do live? Can I go live every day from now until December? Don't. So we're going to scratch that. Okay? Sustained, right? That's what they say in court or some shit like that. Like, we're going to act like we're going to abort that. Because there's no way. I'm bugging now. 8 of coin. We're going to get to these cards. 8 of coin. This is how I get myself into some shit. Because why would I even think that? See, because now I'm thinking I could do it. I could do Monday through Friday and go live in the morning. I could do that. And then in December, we'll still do Live Miss. We'll do it for 31 days straight, 7 days a week. See? See what y'all did? This is like a problem. This gotta be like this gotta be one of my toxic traits or something. Cause why the fuck? Like I just told you I got like 9 fucking platforms. Why the fuck would I even volunteer for some shit like this? But I think we about to do that. I digress, bro. 8 of Pentacles. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. 2 of Cups. Literally, you can do it. Yo, 8 of Pentacles, which is someone's work ethic or someone's ability to do, like to work, to put in the work. 8 of Pentacles with the 2 of Cups, right? This is somebody matching someone's work ethic. Somebody's about to come. Oh, now I gotta do it. Somebody's about to attach themselves to something. And it's wild because it feels like somebody's like, do it. Do it. Because the thing is, somebody has done this already. Whatever it is that they're thinking of doing, somebody has done it already. And so for them, it's not a matter of can I do it? It's a matter of I did this already. And when I did it, the last time I did it, or the last few times I did it, I mean, I did it. And so I was able to say that at the end. But it wasn't like I didn't gain anything really from it. If this is like a work thing, because somebody's saying, go ahead, do it. I know y'all saying it in the chat. I'm trying to not look, but I know y'all saying it in the chat. Excuse me. What I'm picking up on, though, is Spirit saying, do it. Because, yeah, you did it 3 times before, but when you do it this time, when you come out of it, it's going to be different. I didn't come in this live saying that. See what happens, bro? Because why does that make perfect fucking sense to the message? I've been live like 25 minutes, and I haven't even talked to y'all about why this fucking live stream is called U.N.I.T.Y. U.N.I.T.Y. I literally woke up singing that song this morning. And I know, y'all done with me. I know that all this week, every day I've been going live, I've been saying, I woke up with this song. I don't know why that's happening, because it's happened to me before. Never like this, where it's every fucking day I'm getting a new fucking song. You know what I'm saying? But again, at this point, I'm not even questioning it. I'm just kind of rolling with it. But that's today's fucking song of the day. It's U.N.I.T.Y. by Queen Latifah. I literally been singing it all morning. And I know it's mad early. Because somebody be like, bitch, how is morning? And it's like, it is still morning. No, but like, you don't understand. I'm up from 5 o'clock in the morning. So like right now is what, 10:30? I don't got my watch on. Because I was supposed to be in the gym. See how that works? I ain't got my watch. So I don't know what time it is. But, U.N.I.T.Y. I don't even know the last time I heard that song. It's gotta be years. Mad years. 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. The next card is the Magician and then the Emperor. Magician and the Emperor. Coming out of it this time is going to be different. It's really bugging me the fuck out. You would think I've been on here doing this long enough that when shit comes together like this, when messages come together like this, somebody was like, it's not shit, it's magic. The way they corrected me was like some shit right there, but you would think that after doing it for this long and constantly being validated, Spirit validates me every single fucking day, bro. Every day. But you would think I'm like so used to this, you know what I mean? And it still genuinely fucking bugs me out every time this happens. Because I literally came in saying this. U.N.I.T.Y. Felicia. is the way she knows I'm talking to her, because then she stops. Yo, I don't know how people don't like cats, bro. Because it's literally, she has her own fucking personality. I can't even. Not morning, or they're gonna have to fire me now at work. Yo, you know how many people would tell me, like, I'm fucking tuning in, bitch. Like, I'm putting my fucking headphones on. Yo, I fuck with y'all the long way. But for those of y'all who are at work, like, don't fuck around and lose your job. Not for me, anyway. If it's some assholes, like, fuck them. You know what I mean? But, like, shout out to everybody that's at work. Y'all the OGs for real. Y'all the MVPs for real. But the lives do stay up. I don't take them down. Do it. I love the morning readings. I like them too. You know what's crazy is that I used to do them a lot. The OGs know. We used to be. Y'all motherfuckers used to be on the Zoom with my ass. I used to be all over the place. And I used to take y'all with me. Early mornings was our thing. When we first started Patreon, many moons ago, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, this was Patreon used to get me in the mornings. I used to do my morning readings. Y'all used to come with me even when I was dropping off Izzy in school. And we would be talking and just brainstorming and the downloads and channeling and all this extra shit. All Hallows Live. That's kind of fire, Laura. That's kind of fire. That's kind of fire. I ain't even gonna hold you. Something is pushing you to new heights. Oh, I know. We have been talking about this a lot on the memberships. It's funny because in the readings for the members, a lot of the videos lately, we pull cards, but like one or two. And the whole time I'm talking and like telling them story times and like sharing like what's transpiring even currently in my life, like certain things. And then it always ends up that by the end of the video, throughout the video, I'm like, oh, y'all not even here for this. I should be pulling cards. But for some reason, Spirit is like forcing me to say certain things. And then I don't realize until after, like when we pull the few cards that we pull, how it comes together, why I told certain stories. Somebody got to be in my memberships that is like, you like tarot, but you're there for me. I feel that shit heavily. Like, and I respect it and I appreciate it all the way, because the way I shifted from doing readings and just pulling, you know what I'm saying, the cards, to now we're pulling, like today. I just filmed the video just now. I don't know if you caught this live from the beginning. Before I wiped down the table, I had like 4 cards on it. 4 little measly cards. That was like an hour-long reading that I did, or a video that I did with the members right before this live. And those 4 cards came out at the end. Like me, I didn't read them until the end, but it made perfect sense to what I was telling them in that moment. It would, as much as I was struggling with doing that, because I was struggling with that shit in like September, because it was kind of starting in September, then October, you know, coming into October, I was like, damn. But I'm learning to like kind of just like let it go, let it happen. That energy of somebody pushing, I think it was yesterday, I think Bramilda was the one that was like, hi, te traje con la mente, like I brought you in my mind. And I was like, I'm mad witty, right? And so right away I was like, oh, so you're the one that pushed me. And without even realizing, like, I literally was being pushed to go live yesterday. All these days I've been just like, yo, just do it. All these days except for today, because honestly this morning I was like, I'm gonna go live, and that was it. Like, I didn't even go back and forth about the thought about going live, because I'm not even gonna fight it at this point. I'm just gonna do it. It is what it. I canceled shit this morning because I was like, I'm just gonna sit there and fucking talk to the camera today, tap in with the members, and I'm gonna go live. You know what I mean? U.N.I.T.Y. This is what I mean. I got the damn song in my head. I can't take it out. Fuck this place. I'm at work. Fuck this place. That's funny. Fucking Shayna. I'm working too. Yo. Y'all the goats, man. These kids can teach themselves. It's crazy. No, let's not do that. These motherfuckers can't even read, bruh. Yo, you know what's crazy? What? I was about to ask you what you do, but I don't know if you feel comfortable putting that in the comment section. It's bugged out because the other day I do calls on Instagram with moms. I have like a few dads, but it's mainly moms who have kids that I have like they're on the spectrum somehow. Anyway, we were talking the other yesterday. Yesterday we had a group call in the morning. I usually do like super early between like 4 and 5 in the morning with them. If you have like a special needs kid, you know, like that's your only you time. It's gotta be fucking crack of dawn in the morning. So yesterday we were on a call and one of Felicia. The thing is, she can open the door if she fucks with it enough. That's why I keep checking her because, bro. So anyway, in this call yesterday, one of the moms was like saying that she was cooking. Why the fuck this coming up? I don't know, but this is gonna be for somebody. Somebody's gonna have to. Maybe you need to go and fucking check your kids' stuff. You know, the kids have like tablets and phones and shit now. Tell me why. And I can't remember the fucking name of this character. But this lady, the girl, she was like telling me, she's like, you don't even know what the fuck happened to me yesterday. I'm like, what happened? Tell me, what's the tea? So she's like, yo, how I'm fucking cooking, and I hear, you know, the baby, she asked me if she could play on the iPad, because she times her daughter how long you can have like iPad time, which pretty dope, you know? So anyway, the little girl is right there at the kitchen table and watching like whatever she's watching on the tablet. And the mom is like telling me like, yo, I have that tablet fucking secure. Like it's only like it got mad restrictions on it. She can only access certain things. And she told me, she was like, I feel guilty because really yesterday, because I don't even know what made me like listen to what she was listening to, because I have all these restrictions, I usually, and she doesn't use the iPad that much, I usually just like let her play with it for the hour or whatever, and I don't really monitor her. Because in my mind, I'm telling myself that it's, you know, I'm good. I said it. I got every fucking padlock that could be, you know? Her daughter's like 3 or 4. She's like 3 or 4. She can't be older than 5. She's not even in school yet. Like not like kindergarten, first grade. She's not in regular school yet. Anyway, she said that she was listening, and the little girl's listening to a video, and it was like a jingle or whatever. It was catchy, and she was saying how at one point in the video, she heard something from the song. And it made her turn around and like turn the iPad around, and she said that she burned her chicken because when she turned around and she started looking at the screen, she couldn't believe. Like she was like thinking to herself, is the baby on the wrong iPad? Is she on like one of the older siblings? Like, how is it that she's watching this? So she said it was a cartoon, and it was like she said the bitch in the cartoon looked like, you know, Beauty and the Beast, how there was like a tea set that could talk, because in Beauty and the Beast, the old school cartoon, the part of the curse that the Beast had on him affected the whole castle, and so all his staff, you know, like the butler was, I think, the candle, and the maid was like the teapot lady or whatever. Anyway, in the Beauty and the Beast, the way she described it to me, the cartoon was like the tea set in the Beauty and the Beast. It was like the girl in the cartoon had a head that was a teacup. I don't know the name of this shit. My daughter's fucking 20. She don't watch this shit. But she said that the fucking cartoon got like millions of views on whatever she was watching. And I don't know if it was YouTube. But she said that it's a kids thing. Like it's for kids. But the fucking video was like, it was a video about the girl, the teacup girl, getting knocked up by her husband or boyfriend or whatever that's like supposed to be a military guy. The guy gets sent off to war, and like she said that in the video, the guy is like the guy goes away, and the lady is standing there, the teacup lady is standing there sad with her belly or whatever. And as soon as the husband or the boyfriend or whatever leaves, right as he's driving down the road, another guy comes that's a shark. But this shark is like buff and masculine and like sexy and shit, right? And now the girl is like all happy, the teacup girl. Mind you, this is a cartoon. And the girl gives birth, and it's a baby shark. Baby shark? It's a baby shark in the cartoon. Mind you, the husband, or the original guy that went away, was a regular guy, like a Marine, right? And so the baby in the cartoon, obviously, they're telling the kids that the baby is the shark's and not the husband's. Right? Or wrong? Like, am I tweaking? Because, yo, me and her were going back and forth about this for a minute. Like, wait, what? I remember this verbatim. Not because this was told to me yesterday. I remember this verbatim because of how many times we went over the cartoon. Because I was like, wait, say this again. She was like, yo, I was sitting there. And then she said that the husband comes back and sees that the baby's a shark and not like a human or a teacup. And that the fucking husband blows the bitch up in the hospital or house, wherever she's at. And like they die and all that shit. And like it's insane. And then she said that that's like that cartoon, that teacup cartoon, it has like a bunch of different like small little scenarios. Because she said that she started like Googling or, you know, because now she's on a fucking rampage. Like, what the fuck is this? And she said that her kids, because she has 3 kids. One is older and then she has 2 smaller ones. She said her 7-year-old knows the fucking... Like, when the 7-year-old got home from school, she said that she was, like, questioning, like, yo, have you ever seen this? And the little girl was like, yeah, ma. Like, that's blah, blah, blah. They know the jingle and everything. And, like, the mom, she was like, yo, she felt so guilty, which I felt bad. Because I'm like, yo, life. I mean, technology is out, but, like, we just have to really, truly navigate. No, there's no rules to this shit. Like, we didn't... My generation, we grew up, we were still playing outside. But like with our kids, it was very easy for us, the millennials, to get it fucked up, you know, with our kids. Because nobody before us has ever, nobody could have taught us how to do that. Raise the kids with technology, because nobody had ever done that. And so some parents is like, oh, you judging other parents because you shouldn't let them be on it at all. Then other parents are like, well, let them be on it, but monitor it. And then it's like, when she was telling me yesterday, she's like, you fucked either way, because I thought I had every fucking restriction. But now what they're doing is they're making cartoons that no matter what restrictions you got, now it's like the cartoons are fucking even fucked up. But then it made me think, like, yo, growing up, y'all never paid attention to the cartoons we were watching? When we were kids, obviously we didn't understand it. And I guess it's the same concept now. Like, but then again, it's not, because I have a lot of little kids in my life, and these motherfuckers understand, okay? Like, when I was young, when I was a kid, when I was watching certain things play out in the cartoons and shit, I wasn't... for me, it wasn't like, oh, that's so-and-so's boyfriend, or, oh, that's the side nigga, or the side bitch. Like, I wasn't looking at the cartoons like that, or even... maybe that's just a me thing, but from my recollection, now, because she said that she asked her daughter, the 7-year-old, you understand what you want? Like, you understand? The girl's like, yeah, that's her baby daddy, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, yo, I don't even talk like this. Like, my daughter was telling me about a fucking baby daddy shark. Like, yo, I was like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. She had me on my ass, bro, because I was fucking crying, because... She was like, oh, I could not wait to get on this fucking call. She was like, I just needed to vent to fucking somebody. Nobody understands, like, the trauma. And yo, the way, like, I wasn't laughing at her, but, like, she was so genuinely, like, fucking pissed off. Mind you, this is a lady that doesn't even curse, bro. But she was so beside herself that she was like, every F-bomb got blown this morning, or yesterday morning. Why the fuck I even started talking about this shit? I don't even remember, but... The point is, like, or one of the points here is that, I didn't even remember what the fucking point was. Y'all see this? This is why I can't be live all the time, because what's going on? I know there was a reason why I got into that. Let me see the fucking comments, because hold on. Hi, Christina. What the fuck? You see? Why you said that? Because of the cartoon, right? Bro. When she told me that the baby came out like a shark, I should not have been laughing. I still shouldn't be laughing, but like, you know how on Cartoon Network they have like, I think it's in the nighttime that they play like Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers is my favorite show. Fun fact. I love Bob's Burgers. But I'm an adult, right? Our bitch is pushing 40 out here. But like, it's a cartoon, but it's like, it's not a cartoon for kids. And so in like on Cartoon Network, they give like cartoons and they do like a cartoon at night. It's called something. Adult Swim is what it's called. And it's supposed to be for adults. It's on Cartoon Network, but it's supposed to be like for adults. And a lot of the cartoons that they're coming out with now for the young kids, that should be on fucking adults. Why the fuck does the cartoon character have a side nigga? Why? Like, I don't understand. And the kids understand it. The kids, she said that the baby, do I want to say this? Oh, no, I'm not going to say that because that's all the way TMI. But the kids understand it. The kids understand. The baby understood what she was looking at. Like, the mom was asking her certain questions and the baby understood exactly. The baby was the one that told her, oh, you got to, that's nothing, mom. You got to see the baby was telling her, you got to see the other episode. Which that's when the mom was like, oh, so this is not like a random jingle that went up. This is like a series. This is something that they're, and she said the videos have like millions of fucking views, which is, listen, if you got little kids, there's certain, Izzy was just telling me, just yesterday, last night, she was telling me how something's going on with Fortnite, and one of the artists, somebody got hacked, and how like parents were outraged because Fortnite's supposed to be for kids, but then they found out that it wasn't the lady that was like advertising certain things, like it was like somebody got hacked or whatever. Like, I understand certain things are for kids, but like my girl said, like, these motherfuckers, the Disney, the shit we grew up on was sexualized. Disney, I don't even know how long, but Disney owns porn. What's that shit called? The Playboy Mansion shit. Like, Disney owns that. Disney owns that. So, like, the cartoons, bro, like, hit or miss. Like, you know, it is what it is. It's always been a thing. But like, now they're taking it to a level where they're deliberately making shit a certain way so that the kids can understand adult concepts, which is kind of fucking crazy to me. Like, like I said, when I was growing up, there was innuendos in the cartoons and shit, but you had to know what you was looking for to see it in the cartoons back in the day. Like, when you watch Snow White as a kid, it didn't look a certain way. But if you watch it as an adult, you know, certain shit is questionable. It's not like that now. Now, I think the difference is now they're specifically making cartoons in a way that kids understand adult concepts. I think that's the fucking issue here. Again, why the fuck I'm being brought to watch, to say this now? I don't know. But, she was telling me how her 7-year-old was like, somebody playing, the little 7-year-old was playing a game, Roblox. I'm familiar with Roblox because when Izzy was little, Roblox came out. Or I knew about Roblox because when Izzy was little, it was out. She played that shit for like a week. Because I had some shit going on that I've just, when she first got introduced to it, I was late. About a week, maybe even 2 weeks. I don't even think it was that long. And I remember looking through her shit, or looking through my shit, because she used to play on my stuff. Because Izzy wasn't, even though, like, you know, her generation is the iPad kid, like, they're the ones who created that shit. Or it was created for their generation specifically, in their time. Either way, my kid didn't have a fucking iPad until she was old. Like, wasn't one of the kids that had a cell phone. She had, like, an iPod for a while. She could only use it certain things or whatever. So when Roblox came out, it took me a little minute. And then when I got on there, I was like, wait, hold up. This is an engine. This isn't, like, it's not a game. Roblox isn't a game. I know it's advertised that way, but if you Google it, like, the technical term of Roblox is like it wasn't designed to be a game, which makes it to where it's easy for people who are, like, I don't even know if I could say certain words without getting the video fucked. I'm over here cursing, so it really doesn't matter. It doesn't. Fuck it. Peter Piper picked the pepper, right? So it makes it easy. The engine, the way that the game is created, it makes it easy for like pedophiles and traffic people who look to like do trafficking, because all that shit is for real. That shit is not a storyline for SVU. It's not just a storyline on Criminal Minds. Like, that shit is real deal. It's happening every day to kids and people every day, every single day, every day. And a lot of them are being found through shit like Roblox. And the nudity and all that, like the sexual shit, like all that shit is like, it comes compounded within the Roblox thing. Like, anytime somebody tells me, yo, their kids play Roblox, I always give them the side eye. Are you playing Roblox with them? Because, yo, there's no settings that you can fix to block out the shit that's going on in Roblox. Period. Like, I'm a firm, like, yo, Izzy played that shit for like a week and didn't touch that shit again until she was older. And even then, like, I struggled with that shit of like, this is my way of testing you to see if you're paying attention to the shit that I'm teaching you. But really, as a parent, I'm like, yo, the anxiety that shit would give me every time she would play it. Like, she doesn't, obviously, she's 20 now. She's about to be 20, so she's not really playing shit like that. But, like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do this shit. You just gotta fucking hope that what you're doing as a parent, mother or father, is enough to where these kids are not doing their own shit or coming to conclusions that you did not help them draw. You feel me? Why? I just went on the whole spiel. I don't know. You know what it is usually? I think I know what it is. Usually at this time, by like 11 o'clock, I'm on my way back home and getting ready to do my, either if I have like a call usually for lunchtime. Like, at this point, I think that's why I'm like going and just talking like this without even pulling from the cards. First of all, I just talked about this, doing this. I just was talking to the members about this in the video that I recorded earlier. That's number one. Number two, I think because of what I would have normally been doing right now at this time, I think that's why I'm like going in. I get paid to talk for a living, so this is, my brain is like, all right, you're supposed to be like chatty patty for the next 3 hours, so get together. I think that's what this is. I think so. Yeah, remember that song, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. That's really what I feel like right now. The way you're telling the story, I'm crying. Yo, crying was me when I was on that call. Hold on. That was me when I was on that call. Because when I tell you, like, I knew she genuinely was, damn, I'm not going to reach this shit. And I do not want to get up. Motherfucker. All the cards I got on the table, and one was like, grab me, eat me, Seymour. The way she was telling the story, and like the way she just like, you could tell she probably didn't even get no sleep the whole night. She must have been so sick thinking about this shit, and like just could not wait, like just watching the time, waiting for our call, because she word vomit. Like, yo, the minute we got on the call, she just was like, she was going in. She was going, yo, but the cartoon itself, the concept was fucking hilarious. Because you gotta be zooted. Whoever creates these shits gotta be zooted to even be having, like, why the fuck is the dad a shark? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have made a cartoon like a cartoon character, but like, you had to be so, and why is she a T-set? Like, I got questions. Yes, I got questions. But like, yo, I know it's not funny, but like, I need help. Clearly, I don't know. The internet is another, yo, it really is, bro. It really fucking is. And it's like, it's a scary place. Not just for kids, for everybody, but like, especially for kids, you know? We have these conversations a lot. Like, yo, especially now, like with AI, I don't even know, like, what the next 5 years, let alone the next 10 years looks like. Because 5 years ago, All the shit that's happening now is like, it wasn't even a thought 5 years ago. So now it's like, damn, what the next 5 years is gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? It's low-key scary. I ain't even gonna hold you. There's definitely no instruction, man. There's really not. And I've been saying that shit for years, but especially when it comes to like the internet stuff. Yo, if you never put lemon or like lime in your water, I love it. I mean, I like both, but I like the lime better. It's so fucking good. It's so good. That's her baby. Yo, she. The thing is, right? Because it sounds crazy. But like this woman, she doesn't curse. The woman doesn't curse. Like she's very prissy. She's very like, and not in a bad way. Like she's very prissy. She's not like street smart. Like she doesn't live that way. Like she's very white picket fence. Great fucking job. Like how she found me, because I've been doing calls with her for like 4 years now, like since right after the pandemic. How she found me, I still don't know. Like I got mad people like that, you know. But so even just us and I think maybe that's why she couldn't wait to speak to me specifically, because she knew she was gonna be able to talk to me in ways she was probably don't talk to like her friends in real life, and they probably would have judged her ass, you know. So when she was telling me, like we would yo. The way I'm telling the story is funny. Y'all had to fucking be there listening the way she was telling the story. I was crying. Like I had literal tears coming down my eyes because I was rolling. It's fucked up. It's something you shouldn't be laughing at, but I was cracking up. Like that just, bruh. Like I even had questions. Why? Why is the baby dad a shark? I still want to know this. I don't. And then she was saying that the husband was like old, like an old veteran army. She said the husband looked like I'm about to really tell my age. Y'all remember that commercial, the General commercial? She said the husband looked like that, like stocky and shit, but like looked like the General from the old school commercials. Yo. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I Googled the shit. Her name is Ballerina something. Because again, I still don't understand how she's a teacup. Why is she not a ballerina slipper if that's the case? Because her name is Ballerina some shit. And she was saying that it's like, she said that it creeped her out because she said that the kids, like her daughter, the older daughter, was like saying how the kids all know the song. They all talk about it. They all, like, they sing it verbatim. Like, she's popular. The cartoon is popular with the kids. I'm like, I'm curious for Halloween, how many ballerina teacup things I'm gonna see. How many costumes? Because Halloween coming up. Now that shit got me thinking. I put the cards away, but listen. Y'all got me all morning. I'm gonna be here all week. All week. I'm gonna pull from other cards, but I'm just talking my shit. At this point, it is what it is. You know what's funny, Shanti? That's literally what I said. When she said the baby dad was the dad of the baby, whatever, because she didn't say baby dad. She said baby dad when she was telling me what her daughter said. Like her daughter was so, I don't even know the English word for this, bro. Because like obsessed. She said like the daughter, when she said she asked her daughter like 1 or 2 questions. And she didn't even need to ask anything else because just the way the daughter responded. Because she said I kind of was like, damn, that's dangerous. Because she said that when she brought it up to her daughter, bendito, like she's so innocent. She's a kid, right? And so the daughter didn't think like my mom's asking me because this is a bad thing. She was like, she was more surprised that her mom knew what the cartoon was. And then it immediately was like, yes, mom, like, yeah, I love this, like, and like, she was excited, and like, the daughter was like, she wouldn't shut up. She said the daughter was talking for like 10 minutes and like just telling her of this episode, that episode. Oh, you gotta see the episode with this one and that one. Oh my God, and the husband, and then ballerina, whatever the fuck, goes to jail at some point because she's like, the daughter said something about the ballerina bitch being vain. She said her daughter specifically said the girl was like vain, like speaking of vanity in one of like the cartoon, that the topic for that cartoon was vanity, because that the mom, which is the teacup bitch, fucking, she was doing something like getting ready, or she was like vlogging or something, and she dropped something in the bathtub and the baby was in the bathtub, and so she killed her baby. This is in the cartoon. She kills the baby or whatever and then leaves. Doesn't even, she's so vain that she didn't realize that she killed the baby. She left to go party because she was dressed up to the nine, had her like her dress, her nice little short dress and everything, and she goes out. And then the husband comes home from work. Mind you, this is not the baby shark dad. This is not like, this is a whole other character that's supposed to be the dad now. And he comes home and he finds the baby in the tub dead, or whatever, and then brings the baby to the hospital, calls the mom, teacup bitch, and then when he calls her, she's at a bar. I'm sorry, what? Yo, that she's at a bar and the mom comes running to the hospital. She's so distraught, and like the husband is like grieving, and the doctors are like telling them the daughter base of the cup baby, whatever, is basically dead on like a fucking gurney or whatever. So this is the daughter is explaining this, like, yeah, mom, in this episode you gotta see this one, because then when this is the one where she goes to jail, because then the dad sees something. I think the bitch was like taking pictures. She was like a vlogger or some shit. Like she was like taking pictures or whatever, and when she was in the bathroom, that the baby died, that she didn't realize that the baby was dead. The concept of the fucking episode is that, like, you know how the mommy vloggers, or like the you ever hear like the families that have like 12 fucking kids, and how they be putting their kids to like work and they don't really pay attention to them, but they use them for like props and shit. As an adult, when she was telling me, I understood the concept of the episode, right? Again, the question is, why the fuck is this a cartoon? You know what I mean? So anyway, the little boy or little girl, I don't even know if it was a daughter or a boy. In the beginning, it was like the kid died. But then when the father saw the pictures and saw that, you know, it was the mom, basically her fault, he fucking like beats the shit out of her, whatever, sends her to jail, locks her up. They show her going away in handcuffs in like a little puta dress and some fucking stilettos, right? And that the father runs to the room, grabs the dead body, brings it home, and like revives it, and like the baby is like brain dead now. Like the baby is like sitting up, and the father's trying to feed the baby. This is in the cartoon episode, that the baby's like eating it, like trying to eat the food, and like the baby's like this, because now the baby is like a fucking vegetable because of the mom. Again, why is this in the cartoon? I don't know. But the lady was saying that the little girl was like so obsessed of like, the little girl thought like the mom was interested in the, like, oh my God, yes, I love that episode or whatever. Like and so that's how the little girl, because that's why I'm saying this, that's how the little girl came on, was like, she forgot she was talking to her mom at one point, and she was like, yeah, the shark is the baby dad. That's how the little girl said it. And the mom was like, I feel so bad for her, because she was mortified. Like I said, she don't even talk like that. She don't use terms and shit like that, you know? So I mean, it also goes to show like what the kids are fucking talking about, you know, in school, and how quick shit like that circulate. I don't know. Yo, the way I was fucking bamboozled when she was saying, at first I thought it's like something happened, the way she was like, so like, you don't, we gotta, I was waiting for this. I thought something happened, but then when she was like telling me about the cartoon, I was like, yo. Baby Shark's dusty ass son is crazy. Yo, I do a lot of I was just reading Jasenia's comment about being an educator and a parent, and so there's so much. I was just not, I mean, yeah, recently, like maybe like last week or 2 weeks ago, we were at a conference, and it's crazy. Like, people who are in the education, like principals, teachers, I was gonna say step teachers, assistant teachers, you know what I mean? It's crazy how much like backlash they get from the parents. And I mean, I get it. Not every teacher is good. Not every principal is good. The same way, like, not every cop is good. But like, they're also equally not all bad. Some people are genuinely, and that's just life in every field. Some nurses are fucking nightmares. Some nurses are fucking heaven sent. It just is what it is. You know, we need better fucking vetting for people who work in anything, period. But especially dealing with elders and kids and shit, I feel like. But at this conference, it's crazy because it was the parents really were like, and I guess it also comes with like not taking no accountability, because there was a lot of parents, the ones that weren't teachers, literally finding every way to like blame the teachers. And then the teachers, I felt like from the group that the people that were there, because obviously I can't speak for everyone, but from the group that I saw and like what was happening that day, it was interesting to see that it was really the parents that were pushing back. And more so, they were pushing back whenever the teachers would reach out. And it's like, yo, it takes a village. You can't expect, like we just said, there's no manual to do this parenting shit. But then, and you need help. It takes a village to raise one kid, let alone kids. You know what I mean? But in the same concept, it's like the teachers are the help because they're doing a certain, job with teaching certain things. But like, they need the parents' help too and cooperation too. You know what I mean? And I thought it was interesting too how the teachers were like trying to really tread carefully whenever they were expressing some type of concern with the parents. But the ones that were teachers that had their own kids, you can tell which ones they were, because they weren't like trying to tread carefully. Like, they were like, no, I'm a teacher, yes, but I'm also a fucking mom, and like, it has to be both ways. Whereas there was teachers that you can tell they didn't have kids, or their kids were older or whatever, and so you can tell they were kind of trying to like tread carefully on the topic. Man, I was a sore thumb in that group, because I was just, first of all, I had a headache that day, but I was like, yo, like, as a parent myself, I don't understand how, if someone's reaching out and saying like your child is struggling with this, or with their behavior, with the academics, anything, like, how as a parent can you be bothered by that? Or why the fuck, as their parent, why the fuck would you think that it's somebody else's job to fix? And then the parents that think their children don't have no issues, oh man, I don't know how y'all do it. So I say all of that just to say shout out to you, shout out to all the teachers that are doing it because they want to do it, because they fucking love kids, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, there is those shitty ones. It's always like that, like I said, in every, but they're not all like that. And the thing with the teachers specifically that always got me, even when Izzy was in school, and even when I was in school, even though there are some teachers that are shitty, why, listen, I never understood why. Because if the teachers are the problem, then why the fuck aren't you as a parent more involved to making sure that these teachers get weeded out? Because yeah, you screaming that the fucking teachers ain't shit, but what the fuck you doing about it? Nothing? Okay. That's the shit I never understood. I never understood how the kids, they're never at fault, they're never the problem, it's never on them, or it's never on the parent. They're not accountable. It's the teacher's fault solely, 100%. But like, so y'all not even doing nothing about that? No? Alright. Like, it never resonated for me. At all. Yeah, you guys ever seen that movie Lean on Me? With, Morgan Freeman, I think his name is? I forgot his name. But, it's an old school movie. It's probably from like the 90s. It's called Lean on Me. It's about school. And like school in like the urban communities, the poor communities. The fucking movie is pretty dope. I still to this day, as a grown-ass woman, every time I watch that, even from the first like 2 minutes of the movie, I'm already fucking emotional because I get angry. Like, I'm not a teacher, You know what I mean? But like I get angry because it's like, yo, I'm a mom. And I'm a minority. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it pisses me the fuck off. Like to know just the type of shit that our kids are like subjected to. You know what I mean? And then when you do have people that are trying to fight for them, they get the most pushback. Like that shit would never make sense to me. But that movie, if you've never seen that movie, Google that shit. I'm pretty sure it's old enough to where it's probably like on YouTube or something. It's a fucking really good movie. It's a really dope movie. And it speaks a lot toward like just how unfortunate it is, because it's not the kids. It's not that the kids don't have it and can't be anything. It's just you can see the difference when you apply yourself as an adult, whether you're a teacher or a parent. You can see the difference when the kid is getting help as opposed to when the kid feels like nobody gives a fuck. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going on tangents now at this point. At this point, we're just gonna go live every day and just talk. At this point, I don't know. Which I shouldn't say that out loud, because y'all already on my ass about doing a fucking podcast. I also feel like this iPad be playing with me so much. Like, you know how many times I go live and I can't fucking see the chat? So now that I can see the chat, I'm like, I need to respond and talk with y'all, because I don't always get this fucking luxury. So here we are. You know what I mean? Pepe Le Pew kissing. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. That was my guy growing up. I loved him. I swear to God. I fucking love Pepe Le Pew. And as an Aquarius, I guess it's not even the Aquarius. I think it's like the Cancer moon in me. As a kid, I always was like, yup, this or nothing. Never settling. You better Pepe Le Pew me or you're gone. You heard? Borderline delusion, but like I'm dead ass still to this day. Why are cartoons even talking about sex? Exactly. Exactly. This is why this lady was like, yo, ain't no way. This is what we doing right now. Like, what's going on? Why? And then it's like, there's so much that goes into why that shit should not even fucking exist. It shouldn't even be a thing, you know? Yeah. You trying to slay me, Christina. You trying to slay me. Do not even get me started. Oh my God. Yo. And for any of y'all who's on the West Coast, if y'all not up on y'all laws, in the West Coast specifically, y'all should probably look into certain things. Because there's certain levels that have already been legalized since Trump's first term a few years back. Like, they not playing. Them Epstein files never coming out. In 2020, they decided we had to release certain files about these aliens that people been talking about. It's been a conspiracy for fucking the last 2 decades, damn near. And now we finding out that our government been doing work with these motherfuckers. And they conveniently released those files and those records, during a fucking pandemic where everybody else was focusing on wearing masks and getting fucking vaccines, okay? Nobody was paying attention to the fact that fucking Oswald was a thing. For real. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Area 51 exists. They do work with aliens. These fucking trains that can go underwater. Where we got that technology from? Because the iPhone been an iPhone for the last 30 years. It's the same fucking device they keep reselling us. So how the fuck the ancient civilizations had certain technologies that we don't even know how to fucking comprehend basic shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, yo, and when I tell you, they are, Christina, trying to legalize it. And in like I said, for those of us who are on the West Coast, it's already happening. It's been happening for the longest. Like, in a lot of states, the age of consent has been lowered. So you mean to tell me I gotta be 21 to drink? 24, I think it is, to drink, or some stupid shit like that? 21 to smoke a cigarette, to buy a cigarette, but like I could be 16 to consent to sharing my most prized possession with a grown-ass person? That's what you're telling me? Okay. I don't, 18 is an adult still bugs me the fuck out. I still don't 18 is an adult. Who the fuck thought of that? You have y'all not seen some of these 25-year-olds that still operate like under their mother's tit? Who said 18 was an adult? Who thought of that law? Because I need to see your bloodline. I need to know where that came from. This is me all day, by the way. In case y'all were wondering. Minus the cards, this is me all day. Like, I do readings throughout the day and shit. But that's not the majority. My day, and like I said, I get paid to talk. This is me all day. Whether I'm at the community center, whether I'm talking to parents, whether I'm trying to understand who the fuck is passing these laws. Like, this is me all day. Ranting and raving. I'm like, if I ever had a question if I was my father's child, that's the stupidest question I ever had in my whole life, if that's the case, because my baby girl plays, she's 7. She's obsessed. Plays Roblox. Be careful. See how I can't even help it? Because when I was talking about Roblox, I said, anytime somebody tells me their kid plays, I always give them the side eye. And it's not even like a judgment thing. It's more like a, yo, deactivate that shit. Because I promise you. Yo, in the 80s, right? The government was running like fucking 3 different experiments and decided, let's throw this to like these neighbors and see, like lab rats, how it would affect them. And it ended up being how the crack epidemic started in the minority areas, right? And I feel, the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like the internet shit, or like for a lot of kids, the sensation of like going viral, that's in the fucking 80s and 90s. It was drugs that was like a thing, you know, that the kids were all fucking smoking crack and doing crazy shit, you know, and it was like out of control. It was put in our neighborhoods. It was pushed on us, and then we had to like fucking fight or flight. We had to figure it out, right? And I think for our kids and like this new generation, it's the internet. And that's not to say that the drugs are still not a problem. It just goes to show how bad it can be, you know? Because that was in the 80s and shit, and it's still. Like in the 70s, it was a thing with the psychedelics, which I like to call them the rich people drugs, because niggas in the hood was not doing psychedelics, okay? Niggas in the hood wasn't even using coke, because that's like an expensive drug. That's why we got crack, okay? And so it's the same concept with the fucking internet now. And they're in New York recently. I don't know how many of y'all are local, but like recently there was a case, which I think this week is the funeral for one of the girls. There was a case of 2 girls that were doing that subway surfing shit. That was actually local to me. Like, that's close to where I'm at. They released videos, or it started circulating like on TikTok and shit. One of the girls, I swear to God, when I saw her page, or like when I saw like the screenshot of her page, because I think they took it down, this wasn't her first time doing it. And if you're not familiar with what subway surfing is, it's the stupidest shit. Because it's beside me. I don't understand how you wake up one day or wake up every day and decide, like, I'm going to do I'm going to think of the dumbest thing to do and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to keep doing it. Why the fuck would somebody do that? Because if you looked at her TikTok, her views, she was getting like almost 1 million views. She had a fucking whole community of like just, and the stupider the shit she was doing, this little girl, may she rest in peace because she's dead now. You know how I'll be like, and I don't want to sound insensitive, but like, indifference. This is my year of indifference. So really, I don't give a fuck. When you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes in return. This is a perfect example. There was videos and people were saying like, yo, we didn't realize, we thought she like threw her phone in the train or some shit, because there was videos of her under the moving trains, okay, under the trains as they're moving. She was fucking subway surfing. Again, if you don't know what it is, it's literally surfing like on a surfboard, but you're on top of a moving train. In the city, in New York City, we have trains that are above ground. Why? And it's the adrenaline. It's the adrenaline. There's no other way. There's no other way to explain somebody who's not even depressed. Like, the girl had like a full life. She was chilling. And I know on the outside, it could look any which way, somebody who's depressed. But the reality is her dopamine hit was the adrenaline. It was the attention that she was getting from doing the shit that she was doing. Because if you looked at her page, the video she had, which brings me back to my fucking conversation when we were talking about the educators. Because I hate to be the one to say it, but like, nobody was monitoring her fucking TikTok. She was like 10. She was like 10, 11 years old. So you didn't see her TikTok? Millions of people saw her on the fucking moving train. And on top of the moving trains, the parents didn't see that shit? No? I think as parents, people who don't have kids, I always tell them, like, before you have kids, ask yourself if you prepared to be the bad guy for a while. Like, yo, for a while. Being a parent, I'm still the bad guy sometimes. My daughter's 20. My daughter be wanting to fuck me up. Like, square up like I'm a random bitch in the street. I know she be that tight. But then after the fact, she always comes back like, damn, you was right. So, like, you have to, as a parent, you have to make peace with, like, being the bad guy. Like, that baby is obsessed with a fucking game. Oh, you about to feel what rehab is like. Because if you don't, when you're 27, you might actually have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and not just you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not singling you out. I'm talking in general. Like, this is just what it is. You know what I mean? With the kids today in general. Because even, like, shit like that ballerina thing, the little girl was lit. She was open. You know, even at the end of our conversation, the mom was like, I gotta go. Because I gotta figure out now how I'm going to get her off of this. That was the conversation at the end. Which is true. You know, because it is real. Like, they are really fucking addicted to the cartoons, to the fucking internet, to the reactions that they're getting, the attentions that they're getting. The little girl from the train, like, it was 2 little girls, but from what I've gathered so far, like, from what I'm seeing and shit, obviously we didn't know these girls personally, but, like, what it looks like is the other little girl was just following along, which again brings me back to the parents, because, like, you have to instill in your kids that they're great at whatever the fuck they're great at, bro. Like, there's no reason why these kids need to be followers. Like, everybody got something. Like, speak life into your fucking kids till you're fucking green in the face, bro. Put them in every program that is free and for me, bro, because it's out there. You just have to look, you know? Because the little girl lost her life for something that people who know the other little girl were like, they were surprised because they were like, what was she doing? Or did I say that they were out? Like, it was 3 a.m. It was like 3 a.m. One of the families found out, the one that was like doing the extreme stuff, like overload with her TikTok, her family made interviews. The sister and the mother both came on interviews saying they didn't even notice that she was missing until the sister saw her skateboard on the fucking news. That's not insane. That's not, the whole morning you thinking your kid is upstairs laid down and she's gone. Because she was out last night at 3 a.m. Which, again, I'm not blaming the parents in that sense, because kids just be doing shit. I was a kid. I just was doing shit. But, like, it's a domino effect. You feel me? Like, it's not doing this would trigger into that, lead into that, lead into that. You know what I mean? I don't know. How we got here, collective? How we got here to this conversation? This is how, by the way, we end up live for 6 hours in the past. This is how it used to go. It used to happen this way. When Izzy was good morning, Anna. When Izzy was little, she used to, not little, I mean, she was younger. She used to watch, like, certain, like, streamers on YouTube. That's actually how the vlog channel came about, because she used to watch it, and I used to tell her, like, why they not doing anything? Like, why not watch something that you could learn from, or that can benefit you? And then at some point we end up doing like our own vlogs, and I was teaching her how to edit, how to upload, um, you know, how to be creative, which is crazy because I feel like when we were kids, nobody taught me how to be creative. I guess some people don't have it, some people do have it, but it's like the gift of just being able to be creative. But can everybody be creative? Yeah. You know, you just gotta want it bad enough. What? What? Wait a minute, hold on. Are we still in the chat? Because what you mean? What did I miss here? Yesterday evening, watching one of my daughter's favorite streamers. Where's your next comment? He kept saying back shots, and she asked me, Mommy, what up? Ain't no way. Shanti, what did you say? Right, what did you say? I walked out of the room with no answer. What? I see, you better than me, because if Izzy would have been 7 asking me, I would have been like, back shots is about to be what I'm about to give you when I go upside your head if you don't turn that shit off. Oh, the way that just stressed me out. What? But you should have said something, though. You know why? Because what happens is then she goes to school and now she's going to ask her friends. And there's going to be a kid, I guarantee you, that knows the sexual term for what the fuck a backshot is. And then in lies a fucking whole spiel. You know what I mean? Like, that's how that shit, that's how it goes. That's things that they are curious about or don't know about when they get to school. Again, going back to like the fucking teachers and parents and why the fuck we should be working together with them. Because even though my kid is not young in school anymore, like I was at that meeting, bruh. I ain't got an elementary, junior high school, or high school student under my roof. But like I deal with kids all the time. My own nieces and nephews, my daughter's brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like my god kids, like I deal with kids all the time. So like I need to know what's going on. I need to be in the know. So like if you a parent and have a kid in the system, why the fuck would you not want to know what's going on? You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like they should be working together, you know? Girl, bye. I know what I'm watching tonight. Wait, what we watching? I know you're not about to watch The Ballerina. I know you're not. Because what else we were talking about? I'm a little bit behind. Because I'm just going on tangents. Every comment, I'm like going on a tangent. Clearly, that's what's happening here. I looked up symbolism, and a teacup can represent serenity and hospitality, and the shark can represent an opportunist or a threat, which makes sense. The side dude was a shark. You see, but shit like that makes me wonder, like, the people who are making these cards, it's not kids, obviously. It's adults. Because, like, kids wouldn't understand that. Kids, you don't understand shit like this until you're older. So, like, what, like, I just have so many fucking questions, bro. Casey Anthony storyline. What about it? What about you? It's funny because it's not funny. It's fucking sad, but it's funny to me because in the last like few months I came across like articles that was talking about that bitch and how she's home, like she's out living her best life, you know. Which is crazy because you see how you said that, Casey Anthony. It always bothered me when that happened. I was a teenager. Izzy wasn't even born yet. It always bugged me out how it became the Casey Anthony story, and it was never the Kaylee Anthony. Wasn't that her daughter's name was Kaylee? She was the one who was fucking neglected and killed, and then dumped like garbage, and then didn't get justice. So like, people know her case by Casey Anthony. It's not like when we talk about John Bonet, we don't talk about it's not the Burt Ramsey, or it's not the John Ramsey case. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the John Bonet case because it's her. Like she's the focus, you know, which this fly, that motherfucker was sleeping for a little while because he was out here before. You know what I mean? I can't even hear this. It's disgusting. It really is. It's the catchy tunes these people are tricking all of. Yep. Yes. Because that's what originally got her to like in the song, whatever the like whatever the little jingle is, that's what the mom was like, hold on. That's when she turned to like see what it was that the little girl was watching. And listen, there's definitely no judgment on my end, because she was like, I was cracking jokes and shit and trying to like make light of the situation for her and shit like that, but like she was genuinely like heartbroken. Like, how did this shit get past me, you know? Which goes to show you, no matter how much you think, that's why I don't blame parents. I try my best not to blame parents. Like, sometimes it do be your fault type shit, you know? But for the most part, I try to not blame, because you really don't know. Like, this lady really, she thought she'd done, crossed every T, dotted every I, took every precaution, invested all the money. Like, she did everything that she utilized every resource to make sure that the shit was locked and secured type shit, you know? And even still, there's things like slipping through the cracks. That's why, that's shit like that is why I never understood, like, if you're a parent, how the fuck you just give your kid a device and then just leave them to be on it? That's a weapon. That's like you put a gun right in front of your kid's face and walk out the room and leave the house. Leave them alone for a few hours. You're not worried? No? Oh. Because the internet, boy, the internet is some shit. You know what I'm saying? We need to start looking at it like that. Like, it's a weapon. It is dangerous. It is not safe. And no matter if you're taking every precaution, it is still a weapon. Like, it can still be used. It can still go off on its own type shit. Like, it's dangerous. It's not something... it's not cool. It's not cool, bro. Hi, sunshine. Preach, girl. I feel like I've been preaching this. How long we fucking even been live, bro? Because I feel like I've been on here for a while. Bye, Christina. Yeah. That's, I don't know. It's fucked up. And you know, it's crazy. A lot of people don't like talking about shit like that, because it's first of all, it's depressing. Because the reality is, there's not really much that can be done but have these conversations. So it's like a catch-22 kind of thing. It's like, you fucked if you do, and you fucked if you don't. So you gotta pick which, you know, grab some lube and pick your poison here, you know, because none of it is fun. But like, you want to avoid the shit and then fuck it, see what happens, or you want to go through the fuck shit and then hope for some type of like ease at the end of that tunnel, which is crazy, because if you think about it, what I just said is kind of what we've been tapping into all week as far as like energy. That's crazy, right? That's spirit's way of telling me, all right, lock back in with the cards. You see how we be locked in here? I'm drinking the water and I'm thinking to myself, how many people are cursing me out right now? Because I literally, Izzy taught me how to set on iPhone. You have, I don't even know what it's called. There's a name for it. It's like a profile, on the iPhone, that you can like set it to block out certain people or block out certain apps from sending you notifications. It's like sleep mode, but it's like a specific profile. So anyway, Mia Izzy, she taught me how, she made it for me, and she taught me how to like put it on right before I go live or when I'm recording, like for the members, which is why I told her to do it, because every time I'm recording, I always get like distracted, because I'll get calls that'll disconnect the readings or fucking something like that. So I got it on now. And like, if only people that can text me or call me is my sister and my daughter. That's the way this is set up when I'm live. So today I'm actually using it. I said it right before I came live. The fact that I've been MIA, it's like 12 o'clock, lunchtime. I've been at this table since like 7:30, because I got off the bed kind of late today. And I literally, I dead ass woke up this morning and was like, fuck that. We're going live. I'm gonna do readings all morning. I mean, I used to do this before, but like I haven't done this in so long that it almost, I feel like I'm playing hooky. That's what it feels like to me right now. Yeah, the ballerina is, oh, got you. I see what you mean. The storyline. That makes sense. That makes sense. Lock it in. Yo. Crazy. I might have to hide a little while after this live because I don't even want to turn the setting back on because I could just, yo, my shit is going to be going off for like an hour. Like getting all the messages. My bad. It's Friday. I'm feeling brand new. This is the Zodiac Tarot. I like to always show y'all which decks we're pulling from because I just be pulling them out my ass at this point. But I know a lot of y'all like are interested in buying certain decks and shit. Tower and the Two of Wands. Tower and the Ace of... Yo, I'm tweaking. You ever get a whiff of something that's like just mad random and it goes away? Because what the fuck? Yo. I don't know how many of y'all ever seen the movie Ghost, with Patrick Swayze and Whoopi Goldberg. In that movie, I just know that people who are spiritual made that movie. Because I don't know for sure that what they depicted in the movie is how things actually go. But I know as someone who is spiritual, in my mind, when certain things happen, that movie Ghost is a perfect depiction of what I envision. Even as a kid, before I ever seen that movie. Because I seen that movie when I was like a teenager. But even as a kid, certain things would happen. And in my mind, I would imagine what it looked like. So like right now, as I'm shuffling the cards and about to, whatever I was thinking about, right, which I'm not going to say out loud, but I was thinking about something right as I was shuffling. When that thought came into my mind, I literally smelled my father's cologne, which I'm smelling myself. Like if I smell, I definitely don't smell like it. And it's not even his cologne. It was just like his scent, like the way he smelled. Because it's not, I can't bottle it. I can't go to fucking Bath and Body Works and buy the scent. But my father had a specific, like, a smell to him. It's like, you know, when you go into somebody's house, it just smells like them. That's their smell, that you correlate with them. But it was as fast as it came and went. And so when shit like that would happen to me as a kid, I would imagine like someone standing there. Like that's how I would feel. Like, oh, somebody was standing here. That's why I smelled that for a second. Or somebody passed me. Like somebody just passed me. That's why I felt that, right? Or that's why I smelled that, you know? Both can be true. So the reason why I'm bringing up the Ghost movie is because in the movie they show like what it would look like. Like someone explaining it is different as far as like a visual. In the movie you can see Like, she feels him when he passes her, or like when he touches her and shit like that, or like when he's in the subway in the movie. That's my favorite part of the movie, when he's in the subway and the homeless ghost is like explaining to him like how to jump through walls, and like he's explaining frequency to him. I didn't realize this as a teenager, but like that was the word. But he was teaching him how to be a ghost, but really what he was doing was explaining frequency and how it works. And so that's what made me ask you guys if you guys ever seen that movie, because that's the best explanation that I could give you guys for what the fuck just happened to me just now. Moving on. Like, yo, I love you to death. But like, you should come to me in my dreams so I can hear your voice again. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing with me when I'm on camera. Got me looking crazy to these people, bro. How about that one? The fuck? In my mind, I can just picture him fucking cracking up, like laughing at me. You know what I'm saying? Have a Libra as a dad. That's what they said. I don't know. That's what they said. Temperance and the Knight of Pentacles. Let me tell you something. As a reader, especially an intuitive one, there won't be much that triggers me with the cards than this message right here. Because like patience, being patient, not just for a week, not just for a month, being patient. This is years. The Knight of Pentacles speaks of a long ass time. Years. It's taken years to have this understanding. It's taken years to cultivate this business. It's taken years to come to this point. It's taken years for something. And the only thing that's been able to help me is the patience. Or Spirit is saying the only thing that can help you through this is patience. Because if you start to rush, you're gonna fuck it up. Patience. And every time Spirit says that to somebody, somebody's like, but I've been patient. And you need more patience. And you need more. I hear that. Like, you patience. Just, you're good. We're good. Relax. It's coming. Patience. I hate that, bro. Like, ew. It's interesting too, because we were talking before about coming out of something and things being very different, things looking very different. They're showing me the Ace of Pentacles as I'm saying that now, but we were talking about that before. So it's almost like patience. You've been patient. That's different. You've been patient throughout the course of something, and it's been a long time. My OGs, y'all know it's been. I haven't done this in a long time, and in the last week, I've done this like 3 times, and it comes naturally because I catch myself after, but like right before I do it, I don't notice that I'm doing it. Yeah. Somebody specifically, why I'm smelling it again? What the fuck? I wonder if they're not there because I don't hear them. The construction guys, but even still, I smell it like it's right here. Because I'm like, I wonder if somebody got like a specific cologne on or something. I smelled it again for like a second. What the fuck? Not me losing my marbles on live. I was talking also about Interstellar, the movie. I was also talking to the members about this too. I explained a little more to the members, but the movie speaks of time, like bending time and wormholes, and I was gonna say rabbit holes, wormholes and shit like that. The movie speaks of that. If you never seen that movie, Don't smoke a joint before you watch that movie. You're never going to forgive yourself because you're going to have to watch it again and again and again. So, time. I feel like somebody's going to do something that they've done before, but they're going to see it very differently. Or they're going to see a very different outcome. And or they're going to see a very different outcome. I was also picking up with the members that someone, and I think I said this in the beginning too of this live, how someone, it's like I'm seeing things very differently than what I've seen it the last time I did this or the last few times I did this. It looks very different to me now, yes. But it doesn't look unfamiliar. Oh, this feels mad technical here. Hold on. What I'm experiencing is new. I've never had this outcome happen before. However, it's a new experience, but it's not an unfamiliar one. Because somebody's making me, and I think that's why they keep bringing me back to the movie. Because I think it's a manifestation. Somebody manifested an outcome. The way that I was explaining this or talking about this to the members was like, you know, when you say, this is my goal, this is my end goal, this is my plan, to end up here, to do this, to be this, to see this, to have this, right? Whatever the end goal is, this is my end goal. But when someone asks you, or when you ask yourself, okay, that's my end goal, but like, how exactly I plan to get there? And then that's when somebody's like, well, I don't know. I ain't think about it all the way through. I don't know. I don't know which staircase I'm going to take. I don't know which path I'm going to have to be on. I don't know what really I have to do to get to that point. I'm not sure. I don't see that. I see my end goal. And I'm going on blind faith, but I'm not only going on blind faith. Because it's like, I don't know what the in-between, like from this point to that point, I don't know what that entails. However, that doesn't mean that I'm going to sit on my ass and just wait for this to happen. I'm going to apply myself until something makes sense, until something works, until something fits. Somebody now is coming out on the other side of this, and they're at the end goal. And someone's asking them, or they're asking themselves now, well, what did you do to get there? And somebody's saying, I just worked. I don't know. I don't know what specifically got me here. It's like when Izzy was little, she used to watch the Airbenders, which I was thinking about that this morning. I was talking shit to Shyla because she got this thing where she'll wake me up early. And like if I'm not off the bed by 5 something, she'll be on the bed literally going like this with her paw, moving me. Like, get up. I feel like she'd be checking to see if I'm alive. Like, you know when you go next to your kids to see if they're still breathing, like to hear it? She does that to me when she does it with her paw. Like she'll be this close to me, like that. And she'll be moving my chin with her paw. And this morning, I was like, come on, Charlotte, stop trying to be an airbender. I said that to her this morning, which did not make sense. I remember because I remember laughing at myself when I turned in the bed. I was like, an airbender. Like, what the fuck am I talking about? Yo. But that's what this message kind of feels like. It feels like somebody is, it's almost like having an out-of-body experience. I saw this before. I saw this for myself. I knew I was going to be here. And this could be something as like, quote unquote, small as like, I knew I was going to be here at this place. I've seen it in pictures or this or that or like in textbooks, but I didn't know how I was going to get here, but I knew I was going to be in this place. It could be something as small as that. Honestly, the way that I'm picking this up is like where you're going to be in life, like in your life, on your journey. Like somebody is going to do something that's going to change their perspective, change their life. I know it sounds mad corny to say shit like that. Like, oh, you do this, you change your life. But like literally somebody's going to change their life. Something that you've done, something that you've been doing is going to change the way you do things moving forward. That in itself is their life being changed. They don't even have like a recollection of like what exactly they did to get to that point. They did a lot. They've been doing nothing but work ever since, whatever. You know, they're doing a lot. Oh, Page of Wands. Page of Wands was the first card we got when I was reading for the members earlier. I don't know how I'm going to get there. Seven of Cups, 3 and the 4. I don't know how. This is also weeding out the things that are not for you. And we were talking in the beginning of this live about, we saw the 3 of Cups and the Devil. Weeding out the snakes, weeding out the shit that's no longer... Somebody is no longer looking at people who are snakes as snakes. You no longer get the... You're no longer relevant. I'm not even going to acknowledge you as a big bad snake that I'm afraid of. I'm no longer afraid of you is also valid here. It's like that. Like you no longer hold no weight. You no longer pump no fear. You no longer trigger my anxiety. Someone, there was a table in the beginning of this reading of people sitting around wishing bad on you, wishing blah, 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 with that Devil card and the 3 of Cups. Now, at the end of this reading, somebody's found their soul tribe, somebody's found their community, somebody's found their people. Because now you're looking at the snake and there's no longer a snake, it's just people that are not in alignment. That's all you are. That's all you're subjected to in my book. So that's all you get. And you're lucky you get that. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Somebody now is like around people that are, the cups now in this deck, because I was pulling from a different deck. In this deck, the 3 of Cups, the cups are full. In the other one, the cups were not full. Y'all hear that pointless ass street sweeper? Of all the things in New York City that have no fucking purpose, the street sweepers take the fucking cake, okay? Cleaning the streets. You're fucking dirty in the streets. And again, with all the technology we got, that's the shit that y'all got cleaning. Okay. The shit that spreads dirt all over the street and the sidewalk. And fucking rotten sewer water that it sprays. Because it's supposed to spray water to clean the streets. And it's fucking sewer water. For those of y'all who are in New York, you know the smell that stays after that shit passes. Bruh. No me explico. No me explico. I don't understand. Don't understand. I don't understand. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, which is interesting because I low-key feel like... I feel like the Queen of Swords was misunderstood for a long time. I feel like. I just feel like she's not going to be much longer, or she's not going to be moving forward. Misunderstood. And I don't even think... I think it's because of who's around her. I think she was misunderstood when she was around people that were like hell-bent on misunderstanding her. But now, at this point, or from now on, she's going to be surrounded, or she has surrounded herself with people who are very like-minded. Like, people who have the same beliefs, people who... And maybe not the same verbatim, but like... I think people who are on the same frequency. So we don't got to be the same. We don't have to believe the same things entirely or in its entirety. We don't have to come from the same background. But there's a certain frequency that we're on. And that's what makes us, keeps us in alignment. And because we're in alignment, I don't have to worry about being misunderstood. That's the feeling that it feels good. It's a good thing. It took a lot to get here. It took a lot to get here. I don't know why, but I feel like because I was trying to go through the chat and like go through all the comments, but I've just seen 2 comments that I didn't realize, like not bad ones, but like I just seen 2 comments that I feel like I missed before. So that makes me now feel like I missed some comments. And I don't like that. I don't like to feel like, I don't like to make anyone feel like I blatantly went over what they said. I'm now scrolling because I'm like, where the fuck is it? The one that I just saw. My brain. Yo. I don't understand. I just want to let y'all know that I'm playing with my life right now to be here with y'all. Because, like, when I open that door and go inside, Shyla gonna fuck me up. She ain't gonna fuck with me for the rest of the day. I just want to let y'all know that. Like, no cuddles for me. She really be putting me on timeout like that when I be playing with her. Page of Cups. That is the 4 of Cups. It is the alignment. It is the alignment. Holy shit. I just said somebody is, it's the frequency. It's the alignment. That's the difference. I don't know if the Queen of Swords is asking herself, what's the difference? The difference is you removed yourself from the things that were not in alignment. Somebody believed in themselves enough to do this. Somebody was really close to allowing themselves to be a martyr. Like somebody was really close to just throwing their hands and being subject to the devil energy with that 3 of Cups that we saw earlier. Somebody was really close to just letting that just be. I also feel like this opens new doors for somebody. Like being in a space where you... Because I feel like the Queen of Swords, and maybe that's why she's almost like borderline in denial here. Because when you're in fight or flight, your only concern is to survive. That's it, that's it, that's it. I just got to stay alive. I'm not thinking about anything else but just focusing on staying alive. And that's it. But coming out of that, and people aren't out to get you. People aren't trying to compete with you. People aren't trying to off you. People aren't trying to cheat you. People... Not that they don't care what you got going on, but they're not going to consume themselves and insert themselves in your business and judge you. It's like, you're free. That's what this feels like. You're free to like, well, what do you want to do? It's the Page of Cups. What do you want to do? What feels right to you? What have you always wanted to do? What, when you was a kid, what was the one thing you wanted to do when you was a kid? Like somebody has the space, the time, the courage to pursue things that they want to pursue, or to play things. Somebody could be moving on their own. This is somebody that has never lived on their own. Maybe they come from like a big family, or they were in a relationship for mad long, and like they've always lived with people. Somebody could be becoming an empty nester. I hope that's for y'all and not for me, because I'm not ready to let mine go. I may never be ready, but you know, I digress. But this definitely, it feels like that. It feels like somebody's like, well, I can decorate this however I want, actually. Okay. I can actually get a hot plate stove because I don't need to pay gas because I ain't gonna be cooking all the time. Like somebody's, it's like that. Somebody's like, oh, I can paint this whole shit black. That's what you telling me? Oh shit! Like I can do whatever I want because it's there's a freedom here. It's freedom. Freedom to create something too. That's what that. There's also a freedom here to be able to express yourself how you genuinely feel. I don't think somebody had that previously. Somebody always had to be a role model. They always had their kids around them. Somebody always had to be the good child. Somebody always had to be the serious friend. Somebody always had to be the responsible adult. I think now somebody has a, or somebody will now have the freedom to express themselves, articulate themselves. Like, so it's freedom. I don't know how else to word that. And I think this is part of, like, somebody always knew they were going to get here. They just didn't know how they were going to get here exactly. Anyway, we're going to wrap. We're going to wrap. Cards start falling. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. We read Taurus yesterday. From the heavenly bodies, and I was just wondering, damn, should I read a card for the end? This is my validation, right? This is how I work. This is my validation, because I just was looking this way, looking at the deck, thinking I should pull, but then I was like, I guess we will. The Hierophant, and then there's a card here that's face down, so it's unknown or unfamiliar energy. Six of Swords. I don't know how this is going to happen, collective. I don't know. I don't know the technicalities of this. I do know that it's going to happen. I don't know how. But I believe I am moving forward. I believe I will be moving forward. I believe I have moved on. It's like that. That's this right here. U.N.I.T.Y. That's how we got here, right? Okay. Thank you, Laura. Capricorn energy with realism, methodical steps. Capricorn energy. House 11, that's Aquarius energy. With like-minded groups. It says it on the damn card. The 11th house. Mars, moving forward and defending self. And air, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy. Open-minded, objectivity, and learning. What's up? Whatever's at the bottom is the one we're going to read. House 9, spiritual growth. That's Sagittarius, I believe. Let's see what it says. House 9, right here. It says, this wide open space reflects your higher mind and life philosophy. Yeah, this is Sagittarius' house. Y'all see me just fucking up my hair? Within a lifespan, it's a period of spiritual growth and gaining a broader perspective. It reveals your ethics and anything that opens the mind, such as higher education and foreign travel. That's funny. Are you an adventurous spirit craving growth or a creature of habit comfortable in your corner of the world? That's Capricorn energy. That's funny because the Capricorn card came out too. Corner of the world. Do you feel free or restricted? Yo, hold on. Because was I not just saying this? I gotta read this again. Hold on. This wide open space reflects your higher mind and life philosophy. Within a lifespan, it's a period of spiritual growth and gaining a broader perspective. It reveals your ethics and anything that opens the mind, such as higher education and foreign travel. Are you an adventurous spirit craving growth or a creature of habit comfortable in your own corner of the world? Do you feel free or restricted? Jupiter ruled, this space reveals your relationship to expansion and the things that block or support your quests. This house is the natural home of Sagittarius, the explorer. Dora, the explorer. Dora has traumatized my life, okay? Traumatized me, all right? I just want to let that be known. The explorer, and reveals your long journeys of body and mind. You may expand through travel where different cultures broaden your viewpoint, or you may grow through spirituality and places of worship, never leaving your hometown. This house reflects man's search for meaning, and no two journeys will look the same. Which I was saying that when I was talking about being free. I was saying how the people that are going to be around you, they may not have verbatim the same life, the same beliefs, this, that. But there is a frequency, I kept saying. The key words for this card, philosophy, ethics, and places of worship. The experiences for this card, long journeys. I was. Spiritual growth, long journeys, foreign travel, gaining broader perspectives, and higher education. We were talking about all this in today's live for 7 hours that I've been on here. The omen for the card. Open your mind to new ways of being and seeing. Yes, this is a powerful time for foreign travel, but expanding your mind can be equally profound. My favorite. I love that word, profound. Journey through the pages of a book and explore a new way of thinking. Learn. Who was I think, was it y'all? I was just saying yesterday that I got a new book that I got to start reading. I'm trying to finish the other one. My mind is too fast for my own good. Learn about a different culture, spiritual practice, or a belief system. You know what this reminded me of too? When we were talking about the kids and the internet and all that stuff, and I was saying how I used to always tell Izzy when she used to watch certain things, like, you don't want to look at something that you could learn from. Why would you want to sit there for 3 hours and watch these kids play with slime? You don't want to learn something? Like, look, if you watch this, you could learn something from this. I used to fucking sway her ass all the time when she was a kid. I mean, it worked out. It was beneficial, but it took some practice. With a curious spirit and open mind, seek adventure on the physical or mental plane. Allow these experiences to sink into the core of your being. Let them stretch and shift your perspective. This can become a time of profound awakening if you allow the lens through which you experience life to change and expand. Collective. When I tell y'all it's been real this morning, listen, I went on 9 tangents. I saw about 20 of my friends today from this table, right? Shout out to y'all. I got cursed out with my grandchild. She definitely cursed me out behind that door at some point here today. Because her meows were like more vicious than normal. Definitely cursed me out today. What else I did today? I single-handedly ignored all my responsibilities this morning. We had 9 preaching sessions. We had 2 coaching lessons. Like, I mean, we did a lot today on this live. We came together, we unified, and did a whole lot together today. Oh, and I also put my foot in my ass, because now apparently it's Friday, so I guess I get a break tomorrow and Sunday. Which, a break, not really, because I am still going to record for the members. But, like, I guess I'm going to be seeing y'all on Monday. This is, I don't know. Who said it? Hold on. Let me scroll up all the way to the fucking top. One of my OGs gave me the name, apparently, of, like, what we're doing here. Because, was it Chauncey or was it Laura? It was one of y'all. Who was it? Why? Oh, girl. All Hallows Live. It was Laura. I need to write that down because I'm going to forget. Because y'all know I'm going to come up with a whole thumbnail. This is about to be a thing. This is my problem. I get myself into problem when I'm left alone with y'all for too long. That right there, that's what it is. I was with y'all for too long today. Y'all start to give me ideas and shit. No black pens, bro. Oh, right here. Y'all start to put shit in my hair. Y'all start to give me ideas. Y'all put the battery in my back. That's it. That's all. Look when I took out the archives, guys. Who remembers these? Our books. Look at that. This is... Oh, I can't write in this book. October 1st. That's funny. Hold up. Put it in here. Yeah, we'll put it in here. Holy shit. So this is another one of our books, right? And these are 2 books that I didn't, like, because I got a lot of our books that I used. So this is when I was writing the group memberships, when I was figuring, because we were on Patreon, and Patreon, they really be playing with people's money, and I'm not trying to be in the business of doing that. So when I was writing up the plan for the memberships on YouTube, this is where I did that. And so that's funny. That's funny. All right, what was the name that I just saw? Hold on. Because I will forget it, and we're not doing that. Right. So apparently we locked in. Just like that. That's how quick it goes on this platform. This was interesting. I'm gonna have to like take this inside. I didn't even know that was written in here, but me and the members, we gon' y'all gonna be seeing this book. We're gonna be talking about this. Cause that just got my brain turning. Y'all bad influence. Did I tell y'all? Y'all was a bad influence? I told y'all bad influence. Y'all just be giving me shit to do. I love you guys though. I love you guys. This has been a pretty dope. I feel like it's been years since I've been able to do this. I don't know, man. You keep yourself around the negative energy, negative people, it fucks your whole shit up. And it's crazy when you come back and it's like, oh shit. Like, I forgot how much I love this, or I forgot how much I needed this, or I forgot how much this was such a part of me type thing. That's been happening to me the last few months. I gotta say. Because this has been years since I've done this. It's crazy. I'm gonna make a post when I do the thumbnail. I'm gonna make a post on the community board for anybody who didn't catch us live here, to let everybody know, because apparently we're gonna be live now every day from Monday through Friday. I'm gonna try to do mornings because I feel like I want to try to do mornings, even if it's noisy. We just gonna be thugging it out. Yeah, apparently that's what we're doing now. So I love you guys wholeheartedly. I fuck with you guys the longest way. Please don't forget to hit the like button on your way out if you didn't already. And I hope everyone has a good rest of their day and a good weekend, a safe weekend. For those of y'all who are tapped in on YouTube, not YouTube, on TikTok, because I was thinking about going live tonight, because I was actually gonna go shake my tail feather tonight, and I was gonna take y'all with me on TikTok. But honestly, I definitely got some shit to catch up with now, because I missed the whole morning of work. But I don't think so. I think maybe tomorrow I'll bring you guys on TikTok. We'll do a walk tomorrow. So for those of y'all who are tapped in with us on TikTok, I love you guys, and I fuck with you guys the longest way. Two of Pentacles, balance, baby, balance. Only do the things that feel right, and make time for the things that feel right. Somebody's like scheduling things and not carving out time for the things that actually feel and motivate them and fills their cup. Somebody's like, I'm too busy. No, you're not too busy. Sit the fuck down and do it. Somebody likes to draw, they feel like they're too busy. Somebody loves to read, they feel like it's too busy. Somebody loves the gym, but they feel like their new schedule is too busy. Work around that schedule. Okay? Okay. And for those of y'all with young kids, check them iPads. Let them know their internet auntie, is done blew all their shit up. Check them iPads. Thank you. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys soon. I'm hungry, actually. I'm hungry. Is it lunchtime? I think it is lunchtime, which is crazy.